Hi everyone, happy Sunday. I hope you had a good week and now you're enjoying your weekend. It was a good week over here. It was rainy again and windy, so weather-wise we didn't enjoy it much. But besides that, it was nice and quiet at home and at work, so that was a good thing. But I wanna talk about cars with you ladies. And let me know what you think, let me know if you had similar experience. Anyway, last weekend, just out of curiosity, we went to the car dealer just to see if there is anything we would be interested buying. And that was the worst experience I ever had at the car dealer. And I'm telling you, we've bought multiple cars, but that one was the worst possible experience. First of all, what was driving me nuts, and I was really ready to leave practically soon after we entered that dealership, was the fact that that was supposed to be my car, but all the people that were working on that dealership were talking to my husband only. Even if I tried to be part of the conversation, said something, things like that, I was like, okay, that's fine, great. And they were turning around and continuing talking to my husband only. So that was one thing that I really was upset about. So hopefully that will be the only dealer that so far I had that experience, because I never experienced something like that in other dealerships that we bought the cars from. And so that was like so surprising for me. We are talking about inclusion, we are talking about really thinking about your client, and they didn't even bother to figure out, to ask the question whom the car is for and start talking to me if I like the car and stuff like that. They were just talking to my husband, what my husband likes, what my husband doesn't like, even though a few times we told them this is gonna be my car, not my husband. So no, that was not ringing any bells for them. And then so we said, yeah, we kind of like the car, we may be considering buying it. Show us what you can give to us. Show us what interest rate you can give us. Show us all the financial stuff. And we already did the preliminary check on their website, so we kind of knew what they can offer us, but we want to see, when you are in person, we want to see what they can do it for us. And they gave us ridiculous interest rate, 5 times higher interest rate that their own website told us we can get with the income and the credit scores we have. So it was are you kidding us? And we are telling them, it's your website told us this and this. And they're like, oh, what is the monthly payment you want to pay? I am like, no. You're going to give me the interest rate that I am interested in, or I'm not even talking to you. And then we start going through that estimate they gave us, and there is couple of thousands in fees for things that no one even asked us if we want to add. So on top of the price of the car, that we kind of said, okay, the price, it's a little bit high, but we can deal with it. It's it is what it is. That's the prices of the cars right now. But then we start going through that estimate, and it's there is 3,000 for this, there is 1,000 for that, there is 500 for this, there is 700 for something else. It's what is all that? Did you ask us if we want? Why are you putting everything in the estimate without even checking with us if there are any additional options, without giving us the list of the options you can give us and asking us if there is anything we want to add to the car? And when we said no, that's not acceptable, those fees are ridiculous, we didn't ask for it, we don't want it, the interest rate you are giving us, it's like I said, it's 5 times more, because if their website is telling us we can get, depends how we want to finance the car, we can get 1% for 4 years finance or 2.5% for 5 years finance, and they are giving us 11% because they are giving us 6 years finance or 7 years finance. Like, who asked you for that? Why you're not asking me what I want before you're gonna give me the estimate? You just took my information, you took my income and my credit scores to run the estimate, and you are just dumping like crazy numbers there. So they kind of start arguing with us. Yeah, it's the because it's estimate, because we didn't run your credit scores, because we didn't run your credit reports. Like, no. Your website didn't run credit report, but still was able to give us decent estimate. And plus, we didn't ask you to give us like the final numbers. I'm not asking you to give me my monthly payments, because that's what was their deal. Tell me how much you want to pay per month. And it's like, no, because if I'm gonna tell you I want to pay this and this amount per month, you're gonna maybe extend my credit to like 6, 7, 8 years, so you can put higher interest rate. I'm telling you, give me the lowest possible interest rate you can give me. And don't worry about for how long it's gonna be, and I'm gonna figure out if this is what I want to pay. And no, they were kind of arguing, and I got so frustrated with them, because at the end there was like 4 or 5 guys from that dealer kind of fighting. And again, they were all ignoring me. They didn't care what I was saying. They were only kind of fighting, literally fighting with my husband about those finances numbers. And we are like, no, we are leaving. This is ridiculous. This is not what we want to deal with. And they are constantly like, so what can we do? How much you can pay? How much you want to pay a month? And we are telling them, stop worrying how much we want to pay a month. Tell me the interest rate. And they are like, they are not listening. They are constantly saying the same things over and over. It's like, this dealership, it's ridiculous. I never had to deal with people like that. And like I said, we bought multiple cars directly from the dealers. Bigger, smaller dealers, but we got few cars through that 20 plus years we live in the US, and we never ever experienced something like that. So that's something that really, it's still, well, even when I think about it, it's pissing me off, literally. Even though it happened last Sunday, I still can't, like, how they can't treat the customer like that. It's like, that's not a good customer service, and that, because that's, at that point, I will not give them good review. I will not recommend them to others. And then after we get back home, we went online. It's like, yeah, that explains why that particular dealer has only 2.5 star reviews. They don't have really good reviews. They don't have any like good and the recommendations from people. People are really unhappy with them, and now we know why. We try to like not read the worst reviews, because you know, people may have really bad day or something and bad experience. We usually try to read those middle reviews, try to figure out what's going on, because with those very good reviews, there's always the thing that those may not be like the very honest reviews. But yeah, that really explained why those reviews were so bad. And really, this dealership really boiled my blood. Like I said, it started from the fact that it was supposed to be my car, but they were ignoring me completely. For them, it was like I don't exist there. When they were asking for like finance numbers, for like the information so they can give us some estimate, they only ask for my husband's information, and my husband's like, my wife is here, that's gonna be her car, should we put her information? If you want to add her to the title. And it's like, really? Of course I want to be on the title, that's gonna be my car. So I'm still like all over the place. I'm still upset with them. I think I didn't put my mascara on yet, so let me know if you have been to the dealers recently and if you had a good or bad experience. Like I said, this was like, let me think about it, 1, 2, 3, like sixth car during those 20 years we live in the US, over 20 years we live in the US. So that was the sixth car between me and my husband that we were buying from the directly from the dealer. Maybe sixth, maybe fifth, that we were thinking about buying this time. We weren't even sure if we want to buy. And that was really the worst possible experience. And I was so surprised that now when we are talking so much about being equal and really treating people the way they should be treated, I was literally like put in the corner because they didn't want to talk to me. They were not interested of what I have to say. They didn't ask me how much I like car. I said something that I like cars with manual transmission, and I asked if they have this particular car with the manual transmission, and they said, no, if you want a manual transmission, I can sell you the other car. And then he continued talking to my husband about this particular car that we just checked. It's like, dude, do you even think what you are talking about? We are talking about buying this car for me, and you're telling me if I want manual transmission, you're gonna sell me different car, but you continue talking about this particular car to my husband. We are not buying car for him. That's not gonna be his car. So you really are not listening, not paying attention. You really don't wanna sell me a car. I was ready to leave practically in the middle of that conversation because I was so afraid. I didn't wanna make the scene, but then they make the scene. They truly make the scene, bringing like 3 guys trying to convince us about the credits and stuff when we are clearly telling them, stop worrying about my monthly payments. I know what I can afford, and just tell me good interest rate, because you're not giving me. If your website is telling me 2.4% for 5 years and you're telling me 11%, you are way off. Way off, not to mention all those extra fees that you are trying to charge me, sneaking in the estimate without even asking me if I want those extra options. Okay, stop the rant. That was last Sunday. I'm still vivid about it. I'm still upset about it. I definitely not going to that dealer anymore. Yeah, for now we decided that we're just gonna fix my car. My car, it's 11 years old. It's over 100,000 miles, so it was time for some maintenance work, and we decided that for now we're just gonna do the maintenance and then maybe buy a new car in a year or 2. That's the maintenance should be good, and much. I don't think that buying a new car and paying hundreds of dollars every month it's worth. And definitely I need to find a car that I will like. This car was okay. I wasn't big fan of it. I like the size. I like the how comfy it was inside. But when we took it for the test drive, it was like a little bit too loud for me. When you think about new cars, so I wasn't really impressed with this car. To the point when I will be fighting with that dealer about the car. That's why it was so easy decisions. Like, you know what? Those people are trying to screw me over, overcharge me for everything, trying to put charges and options that I don't need, and really bad experience, really. So let me know what you think. Let me know how was your weekend. What are your plans for today? I am about to leave home right now, going to church, then some grocery shopping. It was rainy yesterday, plus my husband is working on my car, so I didn't have car to go shopping yesterday, so we're gonna stop by on our way from church, and my husband will continue working on my car. There's still few more things to do, and hopefully I will have my car by end of next week, so I will be able to go and do big shoppings. Right now, just the basics, and which will be good for the week. It's gonna still rain this week, and I'm tired of the rain. I am really hoping the spring will be here. It's already March. It's California, which will be nice and sunny and warm, and we are not. So I am a little bit down with the amount of sun I'm having. So I like my sun. So thank you so much and talk to you soon. Bye.